What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eye Bri, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 20, and these early potential spoilers. It's not the Q&A, but it's some pretty good information nonetheless. Obviously, spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead, but definitely for the show and the comics. We're going to see Princess, Ezekiel, Eugene, Yumiko, and the Commonwealth soldiers. And the episode sounds kind of interesting, but their hands were tied during filming. Again, this episode was filmed during a pandemic. Hit that subscribe button for all things Walking Dead. I'm going to post a video tomorrow or Friday talking about 10C. Do you hate it? Do you love it? Do you understand it? There's a lot of hate for these episodes, and I think I know why. I'm going to break it down. It's kind of a rant, but that'll be posted later this week. Now, these potential spoilers are from Instagram at AMC Walking Dead, all one word, but walking doesn't have an I. Princess grabs a soldier's knife with the intention of killing him, but gets thrown to the ground instead. Yumiko tries to help, but receives a head injury from the soldier guarding her. Later, Princess is talking with Yumiko through the train cars. Princess is attempting to keep Yumiko awake because she might have a concussion. During this, Princess shares a story about her past. There was a time when she had a splinter when she was younger and her hand got infected. The name of the episode is Splinter. It got swollen and she was kept from school even though she wanted to go back. Princess's mother and stepfather wouldn't get it treated. Her stepfather was disgusted by her hand and refused to let her eat at the table with them. Princess was instructed to eat in the garage or not eat at all. There's a thudding sound and no more answers from Yumiko, implying she passed out and her soldiers took her. Princess also used to be locked in a closet for punishment by her parents, sometimes for days, which is what caused the panic attacks when she's in the train car, bringing back those memories. She begins to name the state capitals as a coping mechanism to calm herself down, like when she was younger. And that's actually a sneak peek scene on YouTube. But the opening minutes are, you see this Commonwealth soldier, kind of zooms in on him, and then you see Yumiko, go try to run away, and then she gets smacked by the rifle. You see Princess reach for the knife. She misses, gets taken to the ground, and it's kind of just Princess gets thrown into a train car, and that's kind of it. And I believe this episode will focus on Princess. You kind of like every episode so far is focused on one character, even though there's been multiple characters in the episode, and that's Yumiko getting hit in the head. Well, I believe it's actually her stunt double, or it's footage that was used from when they were filming in Season 10, Episode 16. Princess hallucinates Ezekiel. He's kind of used as her talking to herself, but there's a really sweet moment where Ezekiel hugs her and tells her no one will hurt her again. At some point, Princess takes one of the Commonwealth soldiers prisoner. She beats them up pretty well, but second guesses if she's making their situation worse, so she decides to let the soldier talk. The soldier opens up about their large community and how it's all about helping people, but they're super cautious because they have so much to lose, which sounds reasonable, but holding the survivors for multiple days in train cars, constantly interrogated and separated, seems a bit much. The Commonwealth people are very threatening and aggressive towards them, and gives off a darker and more menacing vibe than their comic counterpart. And we all know that the show is the show and the comic is the comic, right? Where the comic is the comic and the show is the show. Either one you want to say it, because this could be different. And it sounds a little different here, which is all right. I mean, we have to have kind of a villain, kind of a group that's a little more, the comic Commonwealth isn't the best, that's for sure. But ultimately, we could see Ezekiel and Princess hook up, even though this is hallucination. Is this foreshadowing of them getting together? In the comics, we know that Princess and Mercer get together, but Princess isn't one that's messing around here, right? She's going to knock out this guard, take the gun, probably run around and wonder, it's probably going to probably be the Princess episode, which is all right, which is kind of cool. A deeper dive in the Princess. Again, these are deeper dive, more intimate episodes that weren't planned, but we luckily have them. The last scene of the episode is the train car opening while Princess, who was constantly demanded to see her friends, sees them all standing outside her train car. Ezekiel, Eugene, and Yumiko are each being held by a Commonwealth soldier while all of them have a bag on their heads. We do hear Yumiko and Eugene's voices in this episode, but we don't see much of them. The actress who plays Yumiko wasn't available due to her living in the UK and there being a travel ban at the time. Her double was used for short shots in the beginning and the scene at the end. This episode is primarily Princess, Ezekiel, and the Commonwealth soldiers. So I talk about this in my Do You Hate Season 10C video, and I'm not going to give away too much in there. Just check out the video when I post it later this week. These episodes weren't planned. And that goes to show you right there that Yumiko wasn't available to film, but they still pulled it off. and they still did a lot of things. Again, this is a pandemic, and for us to get any episodes is amazing. So this looks to be the end of the episode. I guess this is the small cliffhanger that some of the critics were talking about. So we know that our group is going to the Commonwealth, and I don't believe this is Lance. I believe that the early word, again, when we get the Q&A breakdown, we'll share that with you. I don't think this is Lance. I think it's a Commonwealth soldier, and Lance probably shows up early on in season 11, taking this group to the Commonwealth. Or they meet him first when they get to the Commonwealth. Either way, Lance probably isn't seen in these episodes. We're going to see Eugene a little bit. He's going to talk a little bit, but primarily the episode, like it said, is going to focus on Princess, Ezekiel, and the Commonwealth soldiers, which is kind of cool. Do you like Ezekiel? Do you think he lives? Do you think he gets one of the comic book Commonwealth deaths? Do you think he survives from the growth on his neck? Is it cancer? The Commonwealth can save him, right? Because he's not supposed to be alive. If the comic was portrayed on the show, exactly, he dies in the Whisper of War on the Pikes. Princess? Is she the new fan favorite? Is she the new comic relief? I think but this picture shows that she's doing her little naming the capitals, and in the sneak peek, you can see it on YouTube. She's like naming the capitals in order. She's like, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. And she gets to Harrisburg, and she's like, I knew that, right? Oh, yeah, I knew that one. Because of the callback in season 10, episode 15, I believe, when they talk about the capital of Pennsylvania. She says she's from Pittsburgh, which is pretty cool. Nice comic connection there. Will our group ever get to Pittsburgh? Is that where Rick is? We don't know. But ultimately, guys, that's the early potential spoilers for season 10, episode 20. Early access tomorrow, Thursday, it comes out. I'm super excited to also tell you that I should be doing a Discord with not our Discord channel. We have the PT channel, a different one, but I have a State of Survival connection with The Walking Dead this Sunday, potentially. If it goes through with all the people involved, I would definitely share it with you on Sunday at the live stream. But if you're on Discord, definitely check it out this Sunday. I'll have more details later on. Thank you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Stay safe. And as always, tell them Daryl.